Your marketing has to be authentically you. People can smell when you're pretending. They can smell when you're fronting and posturing and puffing, right? It smells disingenuous. It smells, it smells plastic, okay? So the first piece of you having marketing that smells good to people is that you have to be authentically you. That doesn't mean you have to be perfect. It just means you need to be real. And when you share, you need to share from a place of having lived it so that you can speak to it. I spent a lot of years marketing where I was trying to say things that I hadn't lived. And I think people could smell that. I think that's why it didn't work. So you first have to be authentically you, because people can smell when you are not being you. The second principle here is that you need to market in a way that is authentically them, right? Meaning, they get that you understand them. That typically happens when you can tune into their problems and their pains. When you're clear what they're struggling with and you can describe it in a specific way, not in a general way. You have to describe what they bump up against in life in specifics, because when you do that, they go, oh, you get me. You get authentically me. This is what I was just thinking this in my head yesterday. Were you following me around? Did you tap my phone? How did you know I was thinking this to myself? When you do that, when you market that way, when your message comes through that way and describes their life specifically, they know that it's authentically for them. It is authentically them. It is the real them. It's not the fronting them, not them posturing them. It's who they really are. And they're like, oh my God, you see me. I spend so much time out in the world trying to be something else so that I can be accepted. But you actually see the real me. And when that comes through in your marketing, people, that smells good to people. They're like, oh, thank God somebody gets me. Right? Okay, here's the last piece. So it needs to be authentically you. It needs to be authentically them. Here's the last piece. Your marketing needs to be authentically helpful. Authentically helpful, right? Not helpful because you say it's helpful, but it needs to serve them where they are at right now, right? Like it needs to help them see something differently, see a different way. It needs to inspire a different mindset or course of action for them. And when your marketing does that, because they're like, oh, okay, I've been doing this wrong. And you in your marketing just showed me that why I was doing it wrong, why it's not working for me, and how I can do it differently. Got it. Okay, that's super helpful. Thank you. Now I can course correct. That's it, right? Authentically you, authentically them, and authentically helpful. Those are the three things so that your marketing actually smells good to people rather than smelling bad to people.